Hi friends, welcome to Let's Go Car Cruising. My name's Mark and I'm a certified car nut. I go to car shows, cruise nights, cars and coffees, anything where there's an automobile and wheels on it, I'm there. And I get the stories, because the stories and the memories we have with these automobiles is where it's at. Tonight I'm up at Kimball Farm in Lancaster, Massachusetts, once again for their weekly Friday night cruise. Gonna grab some pretty good fried seafood at this clam shack, and I'm going to have an ice cream when I get done because the ice cream here is awesome. Anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Do me a favor, click the like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and help me grow this channel and get it up off the ground and get moving with it. If you have a cool car with a great story, leave me a message in the message box and I'll try my best to get out to you. And if you know of a show that cool stuff shows up at, leave a message on that as well. Thanks again, and let's go car cruising. That is a 47 International pickup truck, and it's for sale. And I'm shooting into the sun, so I'm going to get a little bit of glare here. I apologize for that. But we'll give you a good idea what it looks like. And it's really cool. Maroon and black. Here's nicely done. Plain as it was. Small block Chevrolet drivetrain. Data plate on the firewall. And we'll go up here. Here's the number, phone number, asking $22,500. Couldn't build it for that, folks. Very nice truck. I'm with Gary, and Gary, I had to stop and say hi because I remember these back in the day. A friend had one, and it was an absolute blast to drive. So
that's a fun car.
Fill us in. For those that don't know about the car, you can tell us about it.
It's a 1996 Grand Sport Corvette.
Okay. 1 year only car, right?
It was a 1 year only car. They made about, I think it was 1,000, I don't know, 1,250 or something like that. I can't remember actually.
Yeah.
And in 96, I was actually looking for either a Viper or this.
Okay.
And my friend worked at a GM dealership, and I was very close to him, and I got the thing for dealer cost.
And you bought it, so you've had it new?
I bought it since new. Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
I've had it forever.
That's even better.
Yeah. And it's gone through a few transformations. The suspension, I took out the transverse leaf springs and put coilovers on it.
Oh, okay.
It's got the full Ride Tech suspension, actually.
Okay.
You know, and it's got a cam. It's ported intake heads. I've done a little bit of computer programming with it. I have a jet flash that I've done some stuff.
Wow, because they were pretty stout right out of the box. I remember driving
they
my
were
friends.
pretty good. I mean, not compared to nowadays.
Sure,
you know, with
right.
1,000 horsepower cars coming out of the factory, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's quick. It's still good.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks for taking the time to say hello and tell us about the car. And
yeah, definitely.
Enjoy the heck out of it. You get it out much?
I haven't. This year, no.
No. Yeah.
But I have about 52,000 miles on it, something like that.
Yeah,
so I do drive.
Drive it, yeah.
Yeah. It goes away for the winter.
Yeah.
Put it in the garage.
We have an unfortunate short season up here
we
in New England. Yeah.
We do, yeah. But this year's been real short for it, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoy it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks again. Nice to meet you, Gary. And save the wave. Keep waving.
Yes. All right. Thank you, Mark.
And 44 Deluxe. That is sweet. Don't get to see them in this color very often. Take a look inside through the window. It's comfortable. Nice car. A C3 Corvette. That's a 78. And Publica. So Josh, tell me about this. It's a Toyota. I didn't see a Toyota emblem on it.
So it's a 1988 Toyota Publica truck.
And it's a right-hand drive.
It came from Japan 2 months ago. It's been in Massachusetts for 1 month now.
Ooh. Did you import it?
So yes, I bought it and had it imported.
What's that process like?
It's lengthy.
Okay.
So I mean, I paid the importer. He did most of the work.
Oh, okay. All right. So there are people that do that.
There are lots of people that do that. The problem is to find a good one.
Yes, because there's shysters everywhere in every profession. So
yeah. So
cool.
We've tried in the past, and they keep raising their prices at every corner.
Okay. So what led you to want one of these?
Me and my fiance Maria were on a vacation in Costa Rica, and I saw one, and I've never seen one in America, so I figured we should find one.
Well, let's go find one, and that's cool.
And then all of a sudden I found this one.
Awesome.
There's not very many of them around. There's probably only 5 to 10 of them in the United States, so they're pretty rare.
Perfect. Well, thanks for taking a minute to tell me about it, and have a ball with it.
Absolutely. Thank you, and have a great day.
All right, folks, we're here with Richard, and he's going to tell us about this really nice Ford pickup truck. So what year is this, Richard?
1969.
1969. Wow.
Yeah. And
it's in beautiful shape, and it's got to have a story, because I'm going to guess it's not a New England truck, because they rotted up and went away.
yes, this is a California truck.
Okay.
And this was my father's.
Really?
And he bought this in 1969. And he had it since I was a child.
Okay.
And he since passed away.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Left it in California for me for 10 years. The truck was waiting for me, and I finally went out to California and pulled it back here. It was dark green, all faded, of course.
Okay.
So anyway, so I brought it back to Massachusetts and started redoing the whole thing. Didn't know what color I wanted to go. So what came to mind was a pearl white.
Okay.
And it was interesting too, when I said to my sister, I'm going to paint the truck pearl white, she started crying. And I said, what are you crying for? And she said, that's what Dad wanted for a color.
Really?
So I'm fulfilling my dad's
There you go.
dream.
And you didn't even know it.
I didn't even know it.
That's
Yep.
awesome.
So
The stories.
yeah.
The stories are awesome. I love them. So it's a half-ton?
Yep, it's a half-ton.
Half-ton long bed?
He put the 1-ton rear end under there because he
Okay.
was going to pull a boat with it.
Okay.
And he put the 429 Cobra Jet motor under the hood.
Okay.
So it had plenty of power, and
Was it like a 360 maybe new?
used to be, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I drove a 72 back in the day. That's what my father
Yeah,
had. So
yeah. Yeah.
awesome.
And,
Love
yeah,
it.
it's been
So you've been through it, kind of nose to tail. How long did that take you?
I was kind of rushing because
Okay.
I wanted to hurry up and drive it. So anyway, it took me about probably maybe a year and a half.
Okay.
I didn't have to do much because it was a California truck. So basically sand
A good
sand
base,
down.
a good palette is the best place
You
to
know,
start.
I mean, pearl white was a challenge to paint
Yeah.
because it's a 3-stage paint.
Right.
So
right.
I used a Harbor Freight gun out on my driveway, and everybody was saying there's no way. And here it is.
There it is.
Nobody could believe that I used
A lot
Harbor
of
Freight.
a lot of finish work, and
Yep.
and yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Thanks for taking the time to say hello, and enjoy the heck out of it, because it's got memories, and you're carrying on a legacy.
Yep.
Thanks again.
Okay.
69 GTO. Oh, looks like sale sign. We'll give that a little bit of exposure. 59.9 and Doug's number on it. Give you a little look around. Very nice. It says Doug on the name tag, and if this is the Doug I'm thinking about, Doug's cars are always top notch. Interior with the 4-speed. Very nice car. All right, folks, we're here with Tony, and Tony's going to tell us about this really sharp 1969 Corvette. And it's for sale, so I'll share the for sale sign with it in the video for you, Tony.
All right, good.
What's going on with this one?
Well, this is my 4th Corvette. I had 4 of them,
Okay.
and I had 64, 57, But this car, I've always liked the '69, the style
Yes.
of the Mako shock style. But this car originally came out of Pennsylvania. The original title is out of Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And then the guy who owned it was a military veteran.
I see.
And he drove the car down to Florida. And that's where it's been for most of its time.
Okay.
Not many miles on it. But the guy who owned the car was into racing. He loved to race these cars.
Yep.
When I got the car, it had header pipes on it, and it had the side pipes, and it had all this racing gear in the back for 54 gears.
Sure.
And so I went right through it, and I put brand new exhaust on it. I put a brand new 4-speed in it, new clutch. There's a stereo radio in it that's got the Bluetooth.
Okay.
But I have the original radio that came in this car, so
Sure.
if I do sell it, it's going with it.
Okay.
But the car rides beautiful. It's really a nice car. I can show you the engine if you want to see
Just the
that.
classic style. Sure.
Yeah.
We'll check that out.
We'll check that out.
Very nice. Nicely detailed.
Yep.
All the good stuff.
The original motor was 350, but this is 370 because it's got a high barrel, 4-barrel carburetor in it.
I have a Ford two-door sedan. And it's a cool 34. Yes, it is. Nicely done interior. With a seat in the back. Take the family up to Kimball's for some fried seafood. An LT1 Corvette motor. We're there. So take them out for a ride in the cool air-conditioned car. All right, we're here with Sal, and I said, "Wait a minute, gotta press record here, Sal. Tell us about the little Porsche or Porsche. What's proper?"
Proper's Porsche, but who cares,
Okay.
really? It's a 75 914.
Okay.
This is the redheaded stepchild for Porsche.
Sure.
It was the entry-level Porsche from 1970 to 1976, and it was one of the more practical sports car designs of the 1970s. You've got a mid-engine and therefore a ton of room in the passenger compartment with no transmission tunnel. You've got front and rear trunks. The roof, which is fiberglass, weighs about 10 pounds, sits in under the lid of the rear trunk, still with room underneath that.
Okay.
Super economical to drive and to own, and it was a joint venture between Porsche and VW.
Okay.
Porsche was looking for an entry-level car. VW was looking to replace the Carmen Ghia,
Sure.
and ultimately they came up with this.
Awesome. So how long have you had it?
6 years.
Okay.
And it had a color change in the early 90s from orange to black. I like originality, but to be honest with you, I enjoy the freedom of being able to modify it where
Sure.
it's not all original. I don't have that pressure.
Yep.
So last summer I redid the interior with the 914 GT replica seats and carpet and wooden steering wheel. The shift knob is a guy in Poland that I found on eBay. That's a replica of what Porsche used to put in the 917 race cars in the 1970s.
Oh, really? Okay.
So once I had the shift knob, then I realized, well, that steering wheel that I had hanging on my wall for the past 5 years, I have something to put it in.
Now it matches. It goes.
Right. And I finished the shift knob with Minwax Helmsman polyurethane, and I dipped it like a caramel apple so that I wouldn't have any brush marks on it.
Okay.
And otherwise, I mean, for the past 6 years, it's been all about trying to get this to be mechanically perfect.
Okay.
And the cosmetics, it looks okay for a 30-plus-year-old paint job. And it's a great driver. It's a blast.
You go out and you have all of it.
Blast.
Well, thanks for informing me about it, Sal. Again, I said I probably couldn't fit in it, but I probably could.
I promise you could.
So I've just...
if I can.
Yeah, I've just never been crazy about foreign cars because I never really could fit in a lot of them, so I just kind of overlooked them to my error, I guess.
I think what I'm really a fan of is you know, there was so many years of austerity in Europe that even their high performance cars were all about efficiency.
Yeah.
So, you know, you don't waste space, you don't waste weight, you don't waste engine displacement. And as a result, you get a 2,000 pound car, 2,100 pounds, 4-wheel disc brakes. This has about 125 horsepower. It goes like stink.
Sure.
And with the mid-engine, it handles like nothing else, and that lightweight. So I like the European sports cars because of those things: the simplicity, the lightweight, and the handling.
As I get older, I'm still open to learning. There you go.
Hop in if you want to jump in and feel what it's like. Feel free.
All right.
Happy to.
Sounds like a plan.
Right on.
Thanks for talking about it.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Great show.
Thanks.
You bet.
We're going to take a walk around here. 1970 Plymouth AAR Cuda, 340 6-barrel. Dodge, don't call it a 6-pack. Yellow and black. Automatic.
The paint looks pretty good.
And
It's not like you get some
1-year only car. It is a homologation car so that they could run them in the Trans Am series. 57 Chevrolet, 2-door hardtop, Charger RT. Very nice. Yellow and black. 440 Magnum. That was the standard engine in an RT back in the day. Bucket seats, automatic shift on the console. Pretty cool. Fox body Mustang. And we have a Hemi Satellite. It's a Satellite. Big shifter on the floor. Limit. Cool. Next to it, Olds 442. Convertible. Console shift, automatic. And big Oldsmobile motor. We got the military boys here. I think there's a club that collects them. This one pulling a trailer with a trailer on it and a tow truck attachment. And this one over here looks like it's a little bit newer style, but it takes a commitment for these things, folks. You don't fit these in normal garages. This is a 1958 Pontiac convertible in pink on display tonight at Kimball Farm. Belonged to the Kimball family. Not sure of the ancestry of the family, but it was on display as a family-owned car, and great to see it out tonight. This one kind of caught my eyes. I'm going to say 87 or 88-ish in that area. GTA Trans Am with a convertible. And then next to it, Ford custom cab pickup. Twin I-beam Ford 100. Nice little truck. A couple of newer Thunderbirds. And a Ford Econoline van. How cool is that? And the exhaust pipes. Oh, cool.
But,
All right, we're
okay.
here with Paul, and Paul's. I'm sorry.
Go right ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Paul's going to tell us about the car because I had to really kind of stare at it to figure out what it was.
Well, it's kind of an interesting story. 9 years ago, I bought this car right here
Okay.
at this cruise night.
Oh, okay.
And I came in, I had just sold
a 37 Buick convertible.
Mm-hmm.
And I had said to my family, I said, guess what, guys? We're going to replace the windows in the house. I was on the road of salesman.
Yeah.
And I was at Leominster and Fitchburg.
Okay.
And it was a Friday afternoon. I stopped by here and I saw this car with a tiny little for sale sign on it.
Oops.
The woman who had the car was 84 years old and her husband had just passed, but she still drove this car.
All right.
And this car has quite a history in that it was basically restored in Templeton and Greenfield.
Okay.
And I believe also Westminster. It did 3 different shops. But it was a very solid car. And what they did was they promised the people that they bought the car from that they would not modify it.
Okay.
Which was, of course, the first thing
They did.
they did. What they did was they took an 87 Oldsmobile and they took the rear end, the drive shaft, the transmission, and then they took the 350 Oldsmobile engine out of a 76 Olds.
Okay.
And that is what's in the running gear.
Okay.
So the car was upgraded to power steering, power brakes, and air conditioning.
Oh.
And
it drives like a dream.
And it drives like a dream.
That's awesome.
They're quite a unique couple. They drove this all over the Northeast. And when Oldsmobile had their 100th anniversary in Lansing, Michigan, they drove this car out to Lansing.
Well, isn't that awesome?
And they were, I consider 60s young now.
Yeah, thank you.
Right. But they did. It has, for a car that looks as good as it does, it has about 300,000 miles on it, but you'd never know it.
Yeah.
It is very unique in that there's so few of these that have survived. They only made 200 of this particular model.
Sure.
Because it was a straight 8, and Oldsmobile did very well with their straight 6 engines.
Okay.
Most people, 1934, the height of the Depression,
didn't have the money.
The $50 difference between the 8 and the 6.
That was a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
This had the weld fenders for the spare tires, so literally only 200 of these cars with the spare tired fenders were produced. And I believe only a couple of thousand with just a straight fenders on.
Okay.
But again, I've always been a nut for, I just love the styling of the 30s. I don't care if it's a Ford, a Chrysler, Cadillac, whatever.
Yep.
I just love that.
Awesome.
And, so I've had a lot of fun with it. I love coming to Kimball's. I think everything is low key.
Yep.
The people are very, very nice that you run into.
Yeah. And
they're people from literally, 100-mile radius around.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's kind of fun.
It is.
And it keeps the older guys like myself out of trouble.
Yep.
We get a chance to
get out,
look forward.
Yep.
And because I was in sales for so many years, I'm a motor mouth. So
I wasn't, but I am too. So.
Right. But as far as passing inspection and stuff like that, everything mechanically, I never have a problem with that.
That's awesome.
So I hope, this is the last toy.
Yeah.
I just hope that I have this last toy for maybe another 15 years.
There you go.
So,
well, cheers to that idea.
Right, absolutely, absolutely.
Well, thanks for taking the time to say hello.
And thank you for coming over. And again, I've enjoyed your videos.
Thank you.
A good friend of mine, Charlie Harris, he runs Midfield on the Charles.
Okay.
Over in
I didn't
Medfield,
make it to that one this year,
right. But he's the one who sent me. Many times he'll send me your videos.
Oh, okay.
Okay, just so that you know.
Well,
that.
Tell him I'll be at the next year's one.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks again.
Very nice to talk to you.
A Chevrolet with a Blue Flame 6. What year is the Chevrolet, sir?
1951.
51, okay. That's awesome. And 57 Bel Air 4-door. And an Oldsmobile 4-door. And a Charger, early 70s. Chevy Nova.
And I request a little bit of the Doobie Brothers.
Cadillac V8.
Featuring Brad Paisley.
29.
With some
And it's a
rockin'
Phaeton.
down the highway.
Phaeton meaning it has no roll-up windows. And this one, plenty of room in the back seat. And it is nicely done. Mr. Graham. It's 29 Cadillac. Sorry about the sun in the camera view here, folks. It's a nice little, originally a 6-cylinder El Camino. We'll walk around the back. Standard transmission. Wow, that's pretty rare. It's got the original 250 badges on it. But it's like a dual quad Corvette motor. All brakes, air conditioning. Can't beat that. A little Model A pickup. That's all I could afford. 28. There's the plate on it. And that's got the codfish on the plate. A little bit of a plate geek. Whippoorwill Farm. A cool little truck. Side mounted spare. '28 Ford pickup.
Hi.
All right, folks, we're here with Steve, and Steve's going to tell us about this big old Lincoln.
1973 Silver Edition with an Amelia Pucci crushed velour interior.
Oh,
the
velour.
horn is inside the steering wheel.
Okay.
Not on it.
Yep.
It's got an 8-track player put in originally in 73. It's got a very rare Amelia Pucci opera window on it that Amelia Pucci's didn't come out till 76, but this was owned originally by a car dealer ship owner, and he got this special. Frankly, I think it's got the nicest ass of any car.
If you pardon the expression. There you go. Yeah, that's sharp.
Yep, and it's got 35,800 miles original on it.
Oh, that's
Clock
cool.
is still ticking. The electric antenna goes up and down. Cruise control works. I don't know, and it was also in the Black Mass movie in Boston.
Oh, okay, cool.
And
how long have you owned it?
About 15 years now,
15?
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, and every mile I put on it is a tear.
Oh.
It's a beauty.
But it's a cool ride.
Yeah, it's got a 460 engine, AC, starts every time. Can't ask for more.
There you go. So enjoy it and have a ball with it. Thanks. For taking the time to say hi, and enjoy the car. Have a great night.
Yep, no
Thank
problem.
You gotta look at this one. 67 427 car. Side pipes. 4-speed. What a sharp car. 67, the last year of the mid-year Corvettes. And this one's got the 427 big block in it. That's the one to have. Although they are all cool. Over, take a look. And Stingray. Little 32 Roadster. Call it a high boy. And I know this guy. He's got the bad penny. Saw him at the beef barn. Little 32. And it's really cool. Cool little Chevy pickup. Very, very clean. Not quite black. Like a dark, dark green. I'll walk around the other side of it so we're not in the sun. There, you can see the green a little bit better. Very nice job. Interior's simple but functional. And then under the hood, small block Chevy with air. How do you beat that? Early Barracuda here, folks. That big back window. Sharp. Blue paint, V8, and a 4-speed. Wow, that's cool. What a cool little hot rod. Chevrolet small block with a blower and dual carbs. I saw it drive in, and it sounded kind of tame for having that much motor in it. I was really proud. Pretty drivable. Nice subtle two-tone paint. And go down the road. Big exhaust pipes. Into the box. Yeehaw. You got the GPS. So you don't get lost. And there's a little bit of a back seat back there too. That's cool. Nice Belvedere GTX. Wow, what a pretty blue color. Bucket seats. Console shift. Nicely done. And the blue wall tires. 66 plate on it. That's cool. Sharp little 340 Duster here. Ooh, white interior, white seats, black dash, console shift automatic. Custom hood decals, 340 wedge. Wow. These things are really popular now. Mopars are up in the world. And I'm gonna take a quick little walk around here. It's getting kind of dark. I think this is probably going to be the last one, but wish the owner was here to say hi, but he's not. So maybe we'll catch him next time. Nice, clean, tidy engine compartment. Cool car, 340 Duster. All right, folks, we're going to call it a night for tonight here at Kimball Farm in Lancaster, Mass. Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, which I hope you did, click the like button, hit that subscribe, and ring that notification bell, because there's some really cool stuff coming up, folks, and you're not going to want to miss it. Thanks again for watching. If you've got a cool car with a great story, leave me a message in the message box, or say, hey, how are you? When you see me walking through the aisles, and we'll go over and talk, because I did that a number of times tonight. That's something new. And have a great time. I really appreciate the support. I'm having a great time, and the likes and the waves and the hi how are yous are overwhelming. I really appreciate it. Thanks again. Folks, get in your cars, get out, enjoy them, go to a cruise night, go to a car show, come up to Kimball's and have some really cool seafood, and I'm gonna cut now and go have an ice cream before they close the doors on that, because I'm not coming here without getting an ice cream. Not that I need one. But anyway, had a great time tonight. Thanks for watching again. Stay tuned for more stuff. Check out the channel for content that's already up there. I think you'll like some of the stuff that's already out there. And get in your cars and let's go car cruising.